and welcome to That's English.
Hello. Our topic today is how to say things in a politically correct way. Cómo hablar de forma políticamente correcta.
You'll hear these expressions. PC. That's an abbreviation for politically correct.
And the fair sex, el sexo débil, una expresión muy paternalista. It's patronizing.
We're going over to the pub where our friends from the Echo are relaxing after work. One of them, Tom, tells a story about Tanya, a friend of his. Can you answer this question? What sort of behaviour doesn't Tanya like?
Cheers! To the fair sex.
That's not very PC, Tom.
PC? Politically correct? What nonsense.
It's not nonsense. Journalists ought to be politically correct.
I don't care about being politically correct.
It's important.
Why do people want to change the words that we use?
Because some of the words that we use are offensive.
OK, yes, I can accept that. But some people take political correctness too far. I had a girlfriend once. Her name was Tanya.
Girlfriend.
Oh, all right, a woman friend. I really liked her. I told her that I loved her. I thought about her all the time. She was beautiful.
Tom!
Well, she was. Unfortunately, she was also politically correct. The most politically correct girl, I mean woman, I mean person in the world. When I first met her, she said that I wasn't allowed to open the door for her.
What are you doing?
I'm opening the door for you.
I'm strong enough and clever enough to open the door for myself, thank you very much.
I was being polite.
Don't be polite. It's patronising.
I'll go first then.
No, you won't. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I was trying to be polite again. I'm sorry.
How long did you go out with Tanya?
Not very long.
I'm not surprised.
She came to my house a week later. I had made a big mistake.
We'll find out about Tom's big mistake in a minute. But first, our question was, what sort of behaviour doesn't Tanya like?
What are you doing?
I'm opening the door for you.
I'm strong enough and clever enough to open the door for myself, thank you very much.
I'm strong enough and clever enough to open the door for myself.
I was being polite.
Don't be polite. It's patronising.
Don't be polite. It's patronising.
So, that's the first lesson in political correctness. Tanya thought that men shouldn't open the door for women because it's patronising.
And there was one other thing that Tanya didn't like.
What are you doing?
Is that patronising too, Vanessa? Helping someone to take their coat off?
Well, it depends. It depends on how you do it, and why you do it, and who you do it for.
When I first met her, she said that I wasn't allowed to open the door for her.
I wasn't allowed to open the door for her. No me permitió que le abriera la puerta.
We're going back to the story now. I want to find out what Tom's big mistake was.
Did you notice that Louise didn't like Tom using the word girlfriend? Well, there's another word that Louise doesn't like. Listen carefully. Which word doesn't Louise like?
She came to my house a week later. I had made a big mistake. I didn't remember that I had a poster of Demi Moore on my wall.
Oh, no. I don't believe it. What is this?
It's a picture of Demi Moore. You know, the film star.
I can see that. But what's it doing on your wall?
Well, I like her. I think she's beautiful, don't you? I like to look at her face.
That's typical. You shouldn't look at her like that.
Like what?
You know perfectly well what I mean. You think women are there just to be looked at by men, don't you? It's so sexist. How can you possibly have a picture like that in your house?
Look, are you telling me that men shouldn't look at beautiful women?
Yes, Tom. That's exactly what I'm telling you. You should take that picture down right now.
So what did you do?
In the end, I decided that the picture of Demi Moore was less trouble than the real Tanya. So I left the picture up and Tanya walked out of the door. I still don't know if I did the right thing.
I think you did.
Later, I discovered that her mother was chairman of Echo Group of newspapers.
Chairman? Chairperson, please. Or if you like, you can just say chair. She's a woman. How can she be a chairman?
I'm sorry. Chairperson. Chair. Anyway, if it hadn't been for Demi Moore, I could have been editor of the Echo by now.
I doubt it. And if you were, you'd have to be a lot more careful about the language you used.
Would it be all right if I offered to buy you a drink?
Yes, Tom, of course it would. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, you can't be too careful these days, Ms. Case.
I hate being called Ms. Case.
Miss Case, then?
No, Tom. As you are buying me a drink, you can call me Louise.
Bar is now closed.